Hello. I didn't introduce myself before. I'm Jamie and I live in Finland. I've been living here for almost 6 years. And you're watching a video of me about the bike camping trip I had in June over the weekend. Pieni rengastie, that means the small archipelago trail by bike. Yes, bike camping trip. So now let's get to day one. So that's Friday. I already started in the introduction. So I learned how to set up a tent the day before. Yeah, just managed to set it up as a dome. And then I'm like, okay, if I do this, the rest is easy. It's just the rope parts are easy. So I was ready. So on Friday, 4 o'clock, I left. I only had to ride 20 kilometers. Yeah, about 20. And yeah, I mean, it was heavy with my bags on my bike, but I mean, it was mostly clothes. I get cold easily, so I had clothes. I had actually also packed um like a kannu in Finnish, like a pot for boiling water. I wasn't exactly sure how wild I'll go. I knew I'll sleep in campsites because it's like my first time, so I had to really start easy. I couldn't just sleep in a forest out of nowhere, but I wasn't sure, so I packed it in case, but I didn't use it. But yeah, there were a little bit unnecessary stuff, but overall it was just clothes. Yeah. And on Friday, yeah, my photos are just gonna loop behind. And sorry, I didn't take that many photos that day. So I added one photo from May. Yeah, you can see the timestamp there. I added it there. Yeah, one photo is from May. That's the way towards Luonnonmaa. It's a big island west to Naantali, and the view from the bridge is amazing. Yes, it was amazing. So I took the photo in May, but I didn't take it again in June because I don't like taking same photos. It takes up space in my cloud. Anyway, on Friday, as I wrote in the photos as well, uh, Kultarnta is where that is president Finnish president's summer house, and it's open to public only on Friday evening from 6 to 8 during summer, so June, July, August. So I think I'm going to upload this in August, so if you're watching, you might still have a chance if you're watching this in August still. um, yeah, and it went on renovation over the last 2 years, and I have never been there, and I was like, okay, this time I really want to go. It was good timing. I planned this a lot, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to that place. So yeah, I wanted to make sure I see that, like, be there at 6 p.m. So I first arrived in Naantali. So in Naantali Tori, I had some snack with me, like dinner, some, yeah. So I ate that there already because it was before 6 and I was already a bit hungry. So yeah, I ate. And then I thought I'll go to Kultaranta and then go to the Naantali camping. I was a bit torn. Should I go to campsite and unpack first? But it felt like too much detour. So yeah, I ate in Naantali Tori and then went to Kultaranta. Arrived almost exactly at 6, or maybe a little bit after, but almost exactly at 6. But yeah, you already saw it. I spoiled everything with the pictures behind, but yeah, it was closed that day because next week there was gonna be Kultaranta keskustelu. It was like where foreign heads, like like top people from foreign countries. What's the right word now? I can't remember. But yeah, there were gonna be some important people coming. They had to set up the stage and stuff, so it was closed. And yeah, I didn't check that. I just assumed. Then there were other people there who came by car and was disappointed and had to go back. And I mean, but I was only slightly disappointed. I wasn't that disappointed. I added the crying emoji, but yeah, that was just for an effect. I don't know, but yeah, I was just a little bit disappointed. It wasn't a big deal because I knew I can go back. I don't live that far, so. And it was only June. I still had time. But of course, in Finland, you never know. I didn't want to go on a rainy day. It had to be a sunny Friday evening. But anyway, that time, okay, I was like, all right, it's fine. I can go back and I'll have more time in the campsite, I thought. So yeah, I went. And Naantali Camping. It's in the photo, you can see. And the price I also listed there. It was, now that I look back, now that I have more experience in campsites, that is one of the expensive ones. And yeah, it's quite expensive and close to the city. So honestly, it's not my favorite. It's like one of my least favorites, I gotta say, to be honest. because in July I did way a lot more bike trips. I'm gonna try to make the videos of all of them. That's my goal. Yay. Anyway, but yeah, it was like my first time sleeping in a tent. I had to do it in a campsite in a safe place. And if it goes really bad, I could just go back home. That was the idea. So yeah, I paid and like I looked around a campsite with caravans. I've never been in a campsite before, and like my only experience sleeping in a tent was as a kid, like I don't know, maybe 10 or 12, only once in a schoolyard. Only once. I really don't have any. I just know that I did that, but I have no memory honestly. But I did sleep in a schoolyard once. But yeah, it was this. I guess scout. I was in Girl Scout for a very short amount of time, maybe 1 year. But scouting or camping is not a big thing in my home country, so yeah, I never understood why people even like to sleep in tents. And to be honest, I don't think I'm still not a big fan of sleeping in a tent. But I really like the flexibility I get when I sleep in a tent during bike trips. So I am gonna do that in the future too. But I wouldn't just sleep in a tent just to sleep in a tent. Or well, I don't know. Let's see. Maybe that'll change. And maybe you can see from the photo or not, but my bike is like not even like the best bike. It's just the bike that I bought from a flea market. Like yeah, almost 6 years ago when I arrived in Finland. Was that my first or second bike? Because the very first bike I bought it and then sold it because it wasn't good. I think. Well, it's a vague memory now. But anyway, it's not even a new bike. But I did end the aero bar in the front so that because Finland is so windy, I added the bars so that if it's too windy, well, it's a little bit helpful. But I didn't use it that much during the trip because I don't know the way. I don't know the area. Anyway, and like my gears, like my bike backpacks, that's from Lidl, is not one of the best. I mean, but I do with what I have. That's how I roll. I mean, and I like to use what I have as much as I can. I tried to buy a new bike last year, but I just couldn't buy it. I don't know. I couldn't decide. And I don't know. I did change the chain of my current bike. Uh, Anyway, okay, I tend to digress, but so yeah, first night and the campsite was very close to the city, and it's close to like a walking trail. So, but it had a great view to the sea. So that's the photos, and yeah, I saw a ship arriving and a handsome crow. That's all in the background photo. Keep rolling, yeah. So yeah, I took a shower, and yeah, that place. Yeah, most campsites don't have hair dryer, and I'm a person who gets cold very easily, and I didn't want to sleep with a wet hair, and like that's why I mean I usually have my hair short, but I cut it even more, yeah, so that it will dry faster. So and in the sun it was really warm, still quite warm in the sun, yeah, because the sunlight in Finland is so strong. I was drying my hair and just enjoying the view. I did make a video that day. I'm gonna add it after this looping photos. You're gonna see my video that I recorded that time, and the video is gonna end like that. Yes, but then I'll yeah. This is about the first day, so I will tell you how it went. So well, all it, the thing was it was still cold for me. The sleeping bag was meant for like 9-degree comfort zone, and according to the weather forecast, yeah, that day it did go down to 9 degrees at 3 o'clock, but it was still so cold for me. I had like this and another layer like this. I was wearing like two long sleeves and maybe this and like another two windbreakers like this, just thin ones. But it was still so cold, and I didn't bring long pants, and I regretted that so much because my legs got cold. Usually my legs don't get so cold, but during the night it was still so cold. Oh my god, yes, I was just so cold. I slept very, very poorly. So, well, I'll get into that in my day 2 video, but so I had to like I was like when I woke up I was like I have to buy a pants. I had to buy new pair of pants. Yeah, and also in the around the morning I was awoken by like a group of teenage boys. That's what I assume by the sound. And they kind of I don't know how, but I felt it. I felt something like they were riding this electric scooter by the sound of it. And something hit my tent. So I thought they ran into my tent by accident or something. But when I woke up, my tent and everything was fine. So I don't know. Did they drop some water bottle by accident and did that hit my tent? I have no idea still what happened. I even heard them say oops or something because, yeah, something happened and I felt something in the tent. Or did they kick the tent by accident or on purpose or something? Something like that also happened. So, like, Naantali Camping was not the best. It's too close to the city and you could hear the stadium people. There were music and soccer, but it ended before 10, I think. Yeah, definitely. But still, yeah, it wasn't my best. But I mean, for a first time, there is first time for everything. And so it had a okay kitchen and showers. Like, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, nothing too special. Yeah, and oh yeah, and another reason I had to use campsites is I use lots of sunscreen, and I had to take proper shower to take all the sunscreen off. Yeah, at first I didn't put sunscreen on my leg, and then it got burned, it got red, and it hurt. So after that, I put sunscreen everywhere. Once I missed behind my arm, then it got burned. So I had to really put sunscreen properly. So yeah, so this is how I'm gonna make my videos, the photos behind, and trying to talk about what happened. And yeah, so this was my day one. Very first time sleeping in a tent as an adult, and I'm in my 30s. So yeah, first time. You can do for you can do try new things at any time in your any at any age. You can try new things, and this was my first time properly setting up a tent thanks to YouTube videos. And I slept in a tent quite poorly, but I, spoiler alert, I did not give up. I did not give up. Okay, see you in next video. Thank you. Hope you like and subscribe. Yes, that's what I'm supposed to say. Thank you. So, my first night out camping. Let's see how it goes. I'm not near the tent right now. I'm just sitting in the sun trying to dry my hair. Yeah, it's almost dry, but I want it to be fully dry. Otherwise, it's cold. Yeah, and the view here is really nice. Yeah, there's a ship now. The sun is, yeah, really low now. It's 8:30 in the evening, but still quite bright. Yeah, so peaceful here. Here you can hear the birds, nature, and also the sound of city, distant cars, and there's a sports center, people playing soccer game going on. But it's really lovely, and I hope I sleep well in the tent. I have no idea. But yeah, I set up a tent. I set it up. Took less than 30 minutes, so that's good. All right.